Hello everyone, let's see about Hydraminos. So in Hydraminos we will be talking about polyhydraminos as well as oligohydraminos. What is polyhydraminos? As the name says, when there is excess of amniotic fluid, then it is polyhydraminos. So let's finish its causes. What are the fetal causes that can cause polyhydraminos? So what is basically the amniotic fluid? The urine that is produced by the fetus which is present in the womb is the reason for the amniotic fluid. Now polyhydraminos in fetal causes, there are two important causes. When there are two fetuses, that is twins or multiple gestation, then the urine produced is obviously going to be a double, right, or triple, depending upon the number of gestation that is present, number of fetus that is present in the womb. So therefore multiple pregnancy is one of the most common cause for polyhydraminos. Second reason is when there is hydrops fetalis. So what is hydrops fetalis and what happens? Hydrops fetalis is when the antibody attacks the antigen which is present in the RBCs. Any antigen, be it RH antigen, be it ABO or be it the smaller antigens. So due to some reason the antigen attacks the antibody. Antibody attacks the antigen. Now what happens? There is RBC lysis because of this clash, because of this incompatibility. RBC is lysed, but still the oxygen has to be supplied to all parts of the body. Now what will compensate? The heart will compensate. The heart will start pumping faster. In other words, the cardiac output will increase so that it can compensate for the RBC loss. So during that compensation, the kidneys also receive little bit more amount of blood goes to the kidneys. Because of this, the urine output also increases. Therefore, there is polyhydraminos. So in hydrops fetalis and in multiple pregnancy, that results in polyhydraminos. So, but what about the maternal causes? How can any maternal cause polyhydraminos? Gestational diabetes mellitus. When there is hyperglycemia in the mother, that which happens in the diabetes mellitus mother, that glucose can enter the fetus. So this excess of glucose will result in excess of urine production because the glucose acts as an osmotic diuretic. So therefore there is an excess of urine production, and therefore the mothers who have gestational diabetes mellitus will have polyhydraminos. What about oligohydraminos? What is oligohydraminos? When the amniotic fluid is less, then that is oligohydraminos. What about the fetal causes? What causes oligohydraminos? We know that it is the urine that is produced by the fetus which is necessary for the amniotic fluid. But when there is renal agenesis, that is the urine is not being produced by the kidney because the kidney itself is agenetic as a part of the Porter sequence. Therefore, the renal agenesis is one of the important cause for oligohydraminos. Secondly, posterior urethral valve. Due to this posterior urethral valve, the valve that is present in the posterior urethra, the blood does not empty the urethra, the urine does not empty the urethra. Therefore, it is staying in the urinary bladder only, and the urine production is also less. Therefore, the amniotic fluid is less, which is resulting in oligohydraminos. What about the maternal cause? When there is a uteroplacental insufficiency. What do we mean by that? When there is a placental insufficiency such that the blood which is reaching the placenta itself is less, then the blood which will be entering the fetus is also going to be less, and therefore the blood entering the kidneys is also less, and therefore the urine production is also less. So maternal causes is uteroplacental insufficiency. So these are the must-know causes. There are many numerous causes too, but these are the must-know causes that you should know. Thank you for listening all this while. I am glad it helped you.